Right, we're getting close. So, guess it's time. So I'm just going to go here. Click that. I've got my link ready. Best of luck to everybody else. And there we go, midnight. Here we go, time for abnormals. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause. Hold on. Does anyone understand what's going on here? No? Well then, I guess I've got something new to teach in this video.
Brought to you by Hedge. For all you investors out there, it's time for another Rust Economy 101 video.
Abnormal skins and Rust or rotation. Hello there, Hedge here. I hope you've seen my previous video in the Rust Economy 101 series where I talked about the Rust store and skins. The key point I must remind you about are the default prices for the colour skin categories, which was 99 cents for green, $1.49 for blue, and $1.99 for red. If you can't remember or haven't seen it, I would recommend watching it, because we're going to be talking about some advanced information about the Rust store, which I don't think Facepunch is even aware of. So, let's get started. Now I must make it clear that I will use terms to distinguish skins in this video, and they are not officially recognised by Facepunch. These terms are abnormal and regular. I've used these terms to help myself and others before in my streams to separate and keep note of certain skins due to how they behave differently, which you will see for yourself as you watch this video. By the end of all this, it should help you acknowledge, remember and know how to engage these skins. Secondly, I will be referring to specific times when explaining details about the appearance of these skins. I'm sure you can tell I am English, and of course I will refer to time zones for where I live, and don't worry, I will make sure to point this out just in case. Abnormal skins and store rotation. So, abnormal price skins do not match the default pricing of the item in relation to its colour category, with the possibility of it being sold for either more or less than the default price. So what exactly is special about this? Well, abnormal price skins have a noticeable characteristic to them. This can be seen when clicking on the particular skin on the Rust store in browser to see the extra details about it. They will have a link appear just to the right, and when clicked it will navigate the user to what will become the skins marketplace page on the Steam Community Market, but it will say there are no current listings for this item. This is because you still have to wait almost a week for the skins to become marketable, but for some reason these abnormal skins can actually be listed earlier than skins that follow the default pricing scheme. A regular skin that follows the default pricing scheme per its colour category should not have a link. So now, let's look at the modern schedule with the Rust store. Currently, the Rust store is expected to rotate its lineup of skins every Thursday, where there is no predetermined set time when the Rust store will rotate, as it just happens when Facepunch gets round to it. The possible times for a Rust store rotation usually happens between 5 PM to 11 PM based on the UK time zone, which you'll have to reference based on what I said at the beginning of this video. It is only when the Rust store rotates that a regular price skin that follows the default pricing scheme can be listed onto the Steam Marketplace and can then be bought and sold there. I should point out that there is a brief period of time when looking at the Rust store in browser that nothing can be seen. It may say there are currently 0 items in the store, but this is actually the store being in the process of rotating, and it is the indicator that you should start refreshing the regular price skin listings on the Steam market because now they have become marketable. However, abnormal skins are able to be listed onto the Steam market at a predetermined time of midnight or 1 AM early Thursday morning, which again I base on UK time zones. When abnormal skins are listed, their listings will appear on the Steam market and people can immediately start making their buy orders. Being one of the earliest to sell these skins from the Rust store can potentially lead to some quick flip profits, but that can be unreliable. In comparison, making one of the earliest buy orders means you improve your chances in potentially getting skins at a cheaper price due to Steam's buy order priority system, which you can learn about in one of my Steam Market videos. With all this knowledge, you too should now know about the weekly routine, where the new skins appear in the Rust store, then roughly 6.5 days later the abnormal skins will become marketable earlier, then another 12 or so hours later the Rust store will change again and add new skins, which will then cause the regular price skins from the previous week to become marketable. That right there is the complete routine, and it is down to you to take advantage and try and make some profits. The Routine Showcase. With everything addressed, I believe it would be best to show you the sequence of events play out. So, I will share with you a batch of clips showing the whole routine of making buy orders and seeing a Rust store rotation. The following clips were taken on browser during the abnormal buy orders on the Wednesday night of January 5, 2022, the Rust store rotation on Thursday, January 6, and then the abnormal buy orders the next Wednesday on January 12. It is January 5, 2022, and here I am doing my usual preparation for abnormal buy orders. You will notice that I'm not clicking the fireworks items as they have been reintroduced and already exist on the Steam market, and that means I can't do any early buy orders on them. I of course know which skins are abnormal, and as you can see, each one has a link in their details as I am figuring out what order I might want to do my buy orders in. With the abnormal skin links prepared, that leaves the Solar MP5 and the Glister Thompson for the Thursday tomorrow. With my links lined up and prepared, let's now jump to midnight. So a short while later, it's getting close to midnight, as I am currently in the GMT time zone, and that is when the abnormal skins become marketable. When it's time, I start refreshing the pages. Eventually, after a few seconds, the skins will appear on the market, and I race to put my buy orders down as fast as possible. So I've managed to get buy orders on all the abnormals, except for one that was taking a while, so I decided to prepare the URL links for the regular price skins. What I do is middle mouse click on the name of a skin on a Steam page to make enough duplicate pages for the amount of regular skins. I then go back to the Rust store page and copy the names of those skins. Then I highlight just the name of the URL and paste in the new regular skin names. Do be careful when copying, make sure you're only pasting the regular skin name, otherwise it won't work. And as you can see, the Glister Thompson is a regular skin that does not have a link in its details. Both it and the Solar MP5 will only appear on the market when the Rust store starts to rotate tomorrow. Now we move on to the next day. It's just after 10 o'clock at night and the Rust store has started to rotate. After seeing the blank page in the Rust store, that means I have to quickly go to those prepared tabs for the regular skins, and as you can see, I then quickly put my buy orders down on the Thompson and the MP5 skin. So just in case you didn't understand what happened, I had another tab of the previous Rust store whilst on browser. When the Rust store is starting to rotate and change skins, if you refresh the page you will see a blank page on the limited section. There is nothing wrong, the skins from the past week have been removed and the new batch is being loaded in. This will take about 10 minutes for it to happen. When I see this blank page, or even a new page of skins in the limited section, That is the indicator to start refreshing those URLs of the regular skins of the previous week, as you saw with that Glister Thompson and Solar MP5 skin. Whilst on browser, it may take a while for the skins to appear, but usually the new batch of skins should have already appeared in-game. So I'll load up the game, click Item Store, and you'll see the new weekly batch of skins have indeed appeared. So now that we know the new skins have definitely appeared, let's return to the Rust Store on browser and keep refreshing the page. Returning to the Rust Store on browser, eventually the new skins will appear on screen after refreshing the page, and now they will be available to be bought. Now to identify which skins are abnormal and which aren't. So one obvious thing you can see is the difference in prices with the Frosty skins, the sign of abnormal prices. And as you can see, the Frosty helmet doesn't have a link and isn't abnormal. Yet, the Frosty kilt does have a link and is abnormal. It's a green skin, yet its price is listed as £1.45, which is equal to $1.99, an obvious sign of being an abnormal skin. And of course, it has a working link to a predetermined Steam market page, definitely an abnormal skin. Same with the Frosty vest, same pricing as the kilt, and has a link that can be clicked. Looks like the Ice Small Box is also abnormal. Neo Soul AR appears to be abnormal. Even though it matches its default pricing for a red category skin, it still has a link. The scientific armor storage is equal to $2.49 instead of $1.49. So yeah, of course, very obviously with the link it's abnormal. Toy chestplate, another green armor skin that matches the price of the abnormal Frosty skins and has a working link. It's abnormal. And the toy face mask is the same situation, has a link and is abnormal. Yep, so that means there are 7 abnormal skins out of 8 this week, leaving the Frost helmet as the only regular skin for the week. Because even though the Neon Soul matches its default price, it still had a link and is definitely abnormal. Hello, it is 10 minutes until midnight. It is Wednesday the 12th of January 2022. I am currently in the GMT time zone. I'm from the United Kingdom, and as you know, currently I see abnormal skins appear in the market at midnight, so Wednesday night going on to Thursday morning. So let's get myself nice and ready. Rust Store. Double tap. Bring this over here. Google. Get myself all nice and ready. So what you see here are the most popular bought skins in the past 24 hours. Let's go to limited. Now, when I saw the Rust Store rotation, I found out that the Frosty helmet was the only skin out of all 8 skins that wasn't abnormal. There is no link here, so as you can imagine, go over here, click this, click this, click this, click this, click this, click this, click this. 7 out of 8 skins are abnormal, all because they have this link here. So click that, and ta-da! Let's get them all nice and prepared. So, I will probably want to organise all these in a certain priority, because I'll like when the time comes, I'll be refreshing, click, 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 and I will probably want to organise these in a way where I'm going to prioritise the ones I feel like are going to be more important to get a fast buy order down on. In the long term, what's going to potentially give me the most profit if I buy them for cheap. So we have another 8 to 9 minutes until the abnormals can be listed on the market. So I'll have to wait for that, and you'll see that soon. Right then, so it's almost midnight. They are about to appear. I've got myself all nice and prepared. Now, midnight, we start to refresh. There's always one that really likes to take its time. Ah, come on. Where are you, storage? Where are you? Almost 15 minutes. There you go, finally. Right, so it's just gone past about 20 minutes. All of the abnormal skins have now appeared onto the market, and as you can see, I quickly made a duplicate link, copied over the name of the only regular skin that will be appearing tomorrow, paste in the new name. Now I'm prepared for tomorrow. As you can see, I did get a buy order in every single skin. Ta-da! Anomalies and extra information. Now this final piece of information will be uncommon things which can occur that I will inform you of. These are anomalies, certain situations which can happen randomly that I personally don't understand but have seen before and will now try to explain them to you. The first anomaly will be the regular price skins that are still abnormal. You see, skins can still follow the default pricing scheme, but they can still be abnormal and have a link in their details. There is no explanation for this, but the foolproof way of knowing whether an item is abnormal or not is to always check and see if there is a link in the extra details section of a skin or item. The second anomaly is that there can be a week where there are no abnormal skins, even if some of the skins are abnormally priced. Ever since I've learned of abnormal skins, I've only ever seen this happen twice, so it's obviously rare, but me addressing it now should help you understand if it happens again. Unfortunately, I have no explanation or reason as to why this happens, but all skins will become marketable when the rust door rotates again. The third anomaly is that there is a chance that the rust door might not even rotate. This has happened previously only a few times during the modern era, whether it was the Face Punch developers simply enjoying the holidays, or taking a much needed break. The fourth anomaly is a mistake that's happened before when new skins are introduced. With so many skins being added, there is the likely chance that a new skin will have the same name as a skin that already exists. This causes a conflict because the Steam market can only show one skin. When this happens, the new skin will already have a link in its details in the rust store on browser, much like an abnormal skin, but the link will navigate to the first skin with the same name that's already on the Steam market. Face Punch usually notices this and will change the name of the newer skin to fix the issue. Another non-store related thing I wanted to point out is that skins have changed colour category before. Glove skins used to be in the blue category, that has changed to green, which does make sense as it is clothing and armour, but you should note that Face Punch is capable of doing this and it may happen again to other skins. Lastly, you may have noticed that I've said skins and items throughout this video. This is because I view these as two different categories. Skins are of course cosmetic textures that can be applied to functional in-game weapons, armour or deployables, which we've already addressed. But what are items? I define items as unique entities that are only created by Facepunch. These items are not just reskins, they are their own unique object that usually provides a special cosmetic function or is used as a costume or simply used for decoration and must be owned by the player for them to be able to make them in-game. There are a few items in the permanent store, such as the sofa, which would be in this category. There are also the holiday specific items that have been introduced over the years for the likes of Easter, Halloween and Christmas, which are usually reintroduced every single year. By default, all holiday items are abnormal, so if any new holiday items are introduced, then they will be appearing on the market earlier. So recently, another anomaly came to my attention. See, back in late January 2022, a Rust update for the Lunar New Year sale was introduced on a Friday, and Facepunch decided to delay the Rust store rotation to the Friday as well. So here, we will see what happens when a Rust store rotation is delayed. Right, so last night we tried to do abnormal buy orders and it couldn't happen because in the previous week we had the Lunar New Year update and the skins were delayed by a day to coincide with this update, which happened on the Friday. So the Rust store rotation didn't happen until Friday instead of the Thursday that we would expect. And because of this, the skins last night, the new items for instance, weren't everything abnormal did not appear earlier, and even now that we've had the Rust store rotation, as you can see, 2 of the skins from the previous week here. If I were to refresh now, you'd get an error because they don't exist because we've just had the Rust store rotation. Nothing is appearing because nothing is allowed to be sold yet. So we have to wait until midnight tonight to actually be able to put down buy orders. That is when all those new items and the Lunar New Year skins can be sold. So as you can see, because the Lunar New Year skins were introduced on a Friday instead of a Thursday, the abnormal and regular skins wouldn't appear at the usual time. Both abnormal and regular skins instead appeared at midnight the next day. When a Rust store rotation is delayed, based on when does in fact reflect when the skins appear marketable the next week. In this particular instance, the Lunar New Year skins were introduced on a Friday, so the next week they appeared on Thursday night going into Friday morning instead of the usual Wednesday night to Thursday morning appearance for abnormals, and regular skins appearing after a Rust store rotation. And that is the end of the anomalies. I hope you understood everything as it played out, because as of March 2022, all that information is correct, but you never know if things might change in the future. But if you happen to still be confused or needing to ask questions, I stream doing Rust buy orders every week on my Twitch channel, and you're more than welcome to come visit. I'll try my best to help you if you're stuck with anything. Like I said, I don't think Facepunch is even aware of the information I put out in this video, so don't be worried if it's confusing. My next Rust Economy 101 video should be about long-term investment and holiday trends, so keep an eye out for that. Best of luck and have fun trading.